What's up, you two? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, man, shout out to that boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. But I haven't reacted to a couple of these videos, in a little probably 2, 3 weeks now, But today we had this little video about, that boy Steph Curry and his wife, man. You know what I mean? I personally I would like to see that. I feel like Curry's a hardworking man, and he achieve a lot for his lady to come online and say such, you know. such bad things about their relationship. I feel like that should be something they deal with together by themselves, and it shouldn't be publicized. But hey, people will do what they want. Yeah, you cannot change people's hearts. That is what people are. But here's my Instagram. I have people shoot me a DM about times when we talk about videos you want me to react to and stuff like that. And uh I just want to say thanks to the people that have been showing us the videos. It means a lot. And the title says today, Ayesha Curry's cheeks clapping situation is insane. Yo, the title be wicked. But let's get into it, man. Enough of me talking, man. Let's go.
On August 20th, 2025, Ayesha Curry appeared on the Call Her Daddy podcast, and she said some pretty interesting things.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goal.
Okay, so why didn't you follow with that and leave Curry alone? Simple as that. You could just left him alone and do your own thing. Simple.
And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Now, again, she's talking about her own personal plans and how that got derailed.
Yeah, that's
but
tough,
again,
bro.
this happened almost 2 months ago. But with this podcast, it is now resurfaced all over social media and it's picking up traction again. And I believe the real reason why it is because of this.
Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too.
Like
and I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
what do you? Okay, bro. That it's so confusing. What do you mean you need to get your shit together? You have a great life. You have a good man. A good man who works hard and he has a craft and he's good at it. And he's making a lot of money off it. What what do you have to get together? Honestly, what do you have to get together? You need to be serving him because you're what? You're his wife. You're a Christian, right? You're a Christian family. In the good book, it said that the woman need to serve what? The what? The man. The man. And he's the leader. She is following his lead, just as the children will follow her lead because the man is leading her. And so, under the leadership of the man, she's gonna teach what the man taught to the kids, and that's how it have to be. God, man, woman, children, in that order. It should not change. It should not be reorganized. It should be just as it is, and that's how God intended it to be. That this lady will come and speak on this internet and say, well, I need to get my shit together. Your man, it's been taking care of it for the longest. Why all of a sudden you want to get your shit together? Yeah, bro. It's like you're trying to live in the unnatural way, love, and that is not good for you, right? It's not. It's chaos, evilness.
If I have a career and I'm
Yeah.
not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience
Okay.
that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about
what?
this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what,
Like what? You see, that's the thing. You have the wrong person interviewing her. Because I would ask her, well, yeah. What about yourself that you lose so badly? Please tell me.
what are you doing?
Now, here Ayesha Curry is saying, listen, I'm still in therapy because, I had my own plans. I feel like I've lost myself. And this is why we see Ayesha Curry doing certain things like seeking male validation, wearing skimpy clothes, partying with her girls in Toronto without Steph. And of course, this looks like it's disrespectful. But ultimately, what Ayesha Curry is saying, I have my own plans. I lost a lot of myself. I'm now a mother. I have 4 kids. And people on the outside of the equation think like, but you're crazy. You're with like one of the best basketball players ever. You're filthy rich. You have it all. I mean, because of him, you have these things.
Right,
But
right, right,
that
right.
doesn't necessarily discount her own experience.
No, what
And
experience does she need? What? There is no experience. Your goal is to be good to your man. That is your goal because aren't you a wife? It is literally not. There is nothing more that she needs. What else does she need? She needs nothing more. She is a wife. She needs to serve her husband, and that is her goal. That is her purpose. Is to serve a man. What do you mean she need more? She don't need none of that. And bro, sometimes it's like, bro, the society's towards the wife need to serve the husband. There is no she need to do her own thing. Where? When she's single, yes. Let her live a single life, but you were married to him and you have kids with him. So you need to be serving him. What are you talking about? What life did she miss on? Honestly, what life did she miss on that bad? There is nothing out there. There is nothing that, oh my God, it's just gonna blow my mind. There is nothing. So what had to come and talk about this nonsense and say, but I missed out. You didn't miss out on nothing. Honestly, there is nothing out there, to be honest. Jesus. There is none of it. So this foolishness that we need to go on vacation, we need to go live life. Keep quiet. Focus on family. That is your purpose. Family. Family. Find a good man, have kids with him, and be a good woman to the man. Simple as that. Jesus, man.
people are
It's
now starting
crazy.
to weigh in on it.
Ayesha Curry is a perfect example of why it is so important to have a phase. Go be a hoe, but be a safe hoe though. Like protect yourself and don't get pregnant. That's why she's sitting over there feeling trapped with Steph Curry. Sometimes you gotta go through some stuff to really appreciate what you have. She probably ain't never been. She probably ain't never been drugged through the mud by a dude. She probably never been.
You see, and women like that, what is poisoning society? She is poisoning society. That you will tell women, oh, you could sleep around. Oh, but protect yourself, but you can sleep around. Why? I would never advise no woman to do that. Why in my right mind? Do you not see that's wickedness, evil, pure evil. That she would tell this young lady, oh, you should have a whole face. And guarantee you would have a whole face and you were still not satisfied. You would get a man and you were still not satisfied. Understand, young lady, you cannot sleep around. That is not for you. You need to find a man and be with him, stay with him. Find a good man and you stay with him. Don't sleep around. There is nothing out there. When you sleep around, all that does is damage to you, damage your psychology, right? And then you cannot truly bond with a man no more because it's too much experience, too much of it. And it ruins you. It kills you at the end because then you're never truly happy. And you wonder why you get a good man and you can't keep a good man. Or you wonder why you can't keep a man in general, right? Because you kill your soul. Because you're soulless. You have nothing more. But what's been between your legs? Because you have no soul. If you had a soul, you would have more to give to that man. But you don't. When you truly get to know you realize, well, this woman have nothing more to give me than what's been between her legs. And then the same whole stuff you went through, you kind of going through it back again.
Probably never had her heart broken time and time and time again. That's why she can't really appreciate what she has because it's like, I need something edgy. I need something fun. Like this mom stuff.
No, tell you what, she needs some emotional turmoil. That's what it is. You know, and that's what it is. And honestly, before I used to never say stuff like that. I feel like you cannot be too good to women. I've come to realize it. You cannot be too good to women. You cannot. Because, bro, no matter how peaceful you are, they will find the smallest thing to tweak you out, to piss you off. Because like they need chaos to feel alive. And Steph Curry's a good man. He not, but she need that shut up, bitch. Probably smack her up. I'm telling you. I don't care if you do flag this video. I'm telling you the truth. Some women want their ass beat. Heard it and seen it for myself. Some women want that. Some women love the roller coaster. They love that. They love complaining. Oh, he did this and he cheated on me. And he put his hands on me. He's abusive. He's a narcissist. Like that feeling, they love that, right? When it's too peaceful, it's not good. It's too good. Yeah, she needs something so she could cry and need to rile up emotionally. They love that. Yes, they do. I'm telling you. It's like the more women you deal with, oh, you can have a girl and you will see it for yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And Curry needs to start doing that to her so she can feel alive. It's crazy, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But Curry's a good man, you know?
Being married to Steph Curry, this shit is boring. And now she's really rebelling. She want to be in the streets. She want to be desired by other men. She probably want to do something with another man because she probably never experienced that. Like, when did they get together? Like high school or something? That is not enough time to be out in the world and do stuff and experience stuff. Like, you don't have to experience a whole lot. But I don't think she experienced anything at all. And now she's
And
tied
that's
down,
good.
married with kids. You can't go do your thing right now unless you go do your thing and run the risk. Like, you ain't just no Lucinda from down the block. You're Ayesha Curry. If you gonna mess with anybody, trust me, we gonna know about it.
Aha, we get it, the phase. Now, this phase, if you can define it, is a particular phase where women are single, typically young, and they're not necessarily having sex, but it could include having sex or dating or both with multiple men. Basically, finding out about themselves. And then if you go through these guys, many of them may be bad or not for you. Then at the end of this particular phase, you will be able to appreciate the guy that you have because you've been through so many guys and situations and had your heart broke that you would find out that this guy, Steph Curry, is the one for you. The problem with Ayesha Curry is because she's been with Steph since she was young, she has nobody to compare him to, which means that she is unsure.
No, it's too much social media. That's the problem. You see, and social media is true poison. Why? Because it teaches you wrong. It teaches you about the wrong thing. It leads you in the wrong direction when you consume too much of it. And attention is hell of a drug, especially for women. They constant attention and validation. And that's what we're seeing right now. And that's why this young lady, she's fiending for it, right? I guarantee you, Curry's a good man. He don't curse at her. He don't put his hands on her. He don't call out her name, right? He don't try to mess with her emotionally. If you say you're gonna do something, you actually do it. Yeah, he's a good man. Yeah, he's a good man. Curry's a goddamn good man. Yes, but again, she won that emotional turmoil, and that's what it is. It's crazy, but again, that's how women operate. It could be the greatest woman you see, and the most loveliest woman, but they love that emotional turmoil, my boy. They love it. Yes, especially for friends telling her, "Oh yeah, John, me and John was in a fight. What day was that? And he punched me in my eye. I have a black eye. You take the glass. I have a black eye. Yes. Oh my God! And they love shit like that. Bro. Yes. I don't care how long this video is. I'm still posting. But I seen a video, right? And this girl was like, um, she said, if oh, no, I don't wanna miss what you say, but she said something along these lines. Or if you ever been with an abusive man, like after him, all you would like is abusive man. And I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. So it make me remember a situation that happened when I was younger. I know somebody close to me, and the guy put hands badly on the woman, beat her badly, badly, black both her eyes, even chipped one of her tooth. And then he went to jail. And I'm not too sure how long he did, but when he came back, funny thing, when he came back, guess who was at his house? Getting the work, that same woman who quote unquote called the police on him though. He called the police for him, right? He was in jail. I think they had a restraining order. Guess what? She was back there. That's the same night he came back from jail. She was there getting piped. And that made me realize as a young boy, it's like, Oh shit. Did she enjoy the domestic violence he did to her? Yeah, I guess he did. I guess she did. Oh, that's tough.
Of
Quick
her own
story though.
position. So to us, we think that something is wrong with her, but to her, this is the only guy that she knows about. So she doesn't understand what is really out there. And there are a lot of people who back this claim up.
And I don't even really think the issue with Ayesha Curry is her marriage. I just think that she's a woman that didn't get to have a days, and she got married and tied down to
Why?
the first nigga
Why?
she fell in love with. And
But you
because
see,
she
but
didn't
you
get
know,
to
that's the problem
experience
is that
different
I
types of
don't feel
males or
it's like
dating different type of people,
no.
not even just being able to be free and do what she want to do, is coming out now. That's literally what that is.
Again, this lady is saying the same thing. Like, she just needed to get it out of her system. And of course, now there's a rebuttal to this.
Sleeping around for women in their youth is way too easy, and it's hard to respect something that comes too easy. Even from a biological and evolutionary standpoint, a life of escapades with multiple men without any kind of emotional involvement is the antithesis of the female mating strategy. In other words, a woman sleeping around goes against natural law. Scarcity creates value, and girls are depleting their value by making themselves too easily available to men.
And when we look at it on a psychological level, you're killing yourself as a woman, or you cannot let too much men enter, your secret place, and every man that you sleep with, he takes a part of you, right? So you crack in your soul, and a lot. With the women who sleep with a lot of men, you could tell they have no soul. Like they lose their sense of self. They have no level of love within themselves. That's why they can never truly love a man. And that's the problem is like they're broken so much that they have a stigma on a new penis all the time because the psychology is messed up, right? It's sad that you see such a thing, but it's crazy, But again, that's why I would never advise no one to do such a thing. To sleep around, love. Do not sleep around. Do not do that, right? Limit that. Like, try not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, try not to. Because if you do, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna break you down. It's gonna mess with your head again. But all I'm thinking, but if I sleep around, when I find the right guy, I'm gonna settle down. Again, your body do not work like that. Your makeup do not work like that. So that's not for you. They'll preach to you that you can live life like a man. I wouldn't even encourage a man to just sleep around freely. No, I'm not saying that. I would never encourage that. But especially for the woman, that's like you shouldn't even be doing that. Take care of yourself. Find a man and be with him. Simple as that.
They don't realize what's waiting for them at the end of an exciting 10 years or so. They're met with a ruined reputation and a slaughtered self-image. All of their encounters with men has led them to believe that all men want is one thing and that all men are the same because her perception of men is now extremely skewed. For men who are looking for a woman to date or marry, understand that if her past is a trail of failed relationships and one-night stands, it's safe to draw a few inferences about whether or not she's really even worth your time. Women bond with the man they sleep with, and they develop an emotional connection, which is absolutely necessary from an evolutionary perspective. But this ability to bond stops coming into fruition when she repeatedly treats as nothing more than a physical need to fulfill, with absolutely no emotions involved.
Now, this lady has some strong points. She's saying, like, listen, women are not designed to go
Right.
from man to man
Yeah, absolutely.
because if they do, they're going to lack the ability to pair bond in the
Mhm.
future. And so when you're in your phase, what you're doing is you're diminishing your self-worth or your worth to a man. Because if all of these men on your track record, whether you dealt with them sexually or not, but if you have dealt with them sexually, you have now diminished your value. So I
Absolutely.
said, look, let me think about this as, not a man that's from the manosphere community and just coming down real hard on Ayesha Curry. Well, let me think of it like this. I'm now 44 years old. If I was 24 years old and a man wanted to get married to his wife, what would I tell him? I'll tell him, hey man, before you get married, you probably want to get it out of your system. What does that mean? Well, you might want to go out there and clap it up. You might want to go out there and experience who you are as a man, deal with different women. And then once you get to where you are, you will understand that it's not really worth it and you will settle down with one woman that you can stand. Got it. That's what I would say. And most of us would tell other men this. However, I'm not a woman. So is there some curiosity out there for women?
No, there is no curiosity. It's the women that done it already will preach to the women that they need to do it. That's the problem. But you need to get it out your system. What do you need to get out your system? You have what is it? Urge of what? Right? You have an overly sexualized society already. Right? Instead of fighting back and saying, no, we're not gonna do it, you're gonna proudly talk on it and say, well, oh, you need to do it because yeah, you need to get it out your system. You don't need to get nothing out your system. And the same one will preach that to my daughter. Like, no, you find a man, you stay with him. Yeah, you're married to him already. You sleep with him, you that's your man. You're married to him, or you stay with him. That's it. You go live life with him. But before you do that, you pick a good man. Be very cautious. Very you scope him out. Right? You bring him to me. As your father, and I scope him out. And I see, is he a good fit for my daughter? Yes. I don't want you sleeping around, love. No. Right? Yes. I don't want that for you. I want a man that you could be and love and move forward and build a family with. That's what I want for you.
I believe that just like men, women want to get it out of their system. They have needs, sexual needs. They need to find themselves. So if I need to find myself as a human and as a man, I can understand a woman doing that. But
Yeah, oh
here's
shit, that's why
the
you lost me.
problem, though,
You lost
that
me, bro.
women just don't understand. If I have 100 women in my life, but I'm successful, I have money, and I have built myself up, to a woman, that might be even more attractive because number one, it may have meant that, well, this guy is more valuable. Two,
Absolutely.
he may or may not have a level of sexual experience.
Right.
And, hey, he has some level of things that he can deal with me, and he's the desirable man. This is not to say that every woman thinks like this, but if you can look at every guy who has a lot of money, who has a lot of women, or has hell out of women, most women will not say, well, you know what? I don't want to deal with him because he has so many women, or a lot of women want him. You'll get
Right.
that sometimes, but not all the time.
That's rare,
But if
bro.
you
That's
flip it
rare.
to what a man can
Like what?
understand. If a man understands that you have many men, and of course, this is why women lie about body count.
Absolutely.
Why do women
They lie because they know deep down it's disgraceful. Because the body count always two. Every woman you talk to, oh, my body count is two. I'm like, okay, damn, that's like the 10th girl I talked to. We had the conversation about intercourse, and she said her body count was two, the 10th one. Right? That's
lie about body count? Because no woman wants to go on to a man and say, you've had 47 dudes.
oh
The reason why women don't tell the truth and they say 47, but now they say 4, is because they know that their worth is tied to their body count.
shit.
And men
Absolutely.
do not like phases, all right? Because one thing about phases, if you were yesterday, you're probably a today. We can look at Brittany Renner, which I got tricked because I thought, like, well, maybe she changed her life. Well,
No, people do not change. People get better at who they are. So when people say, because human beings love to put on costumes, they put on a mask all the time, right? Let's say, I've changed, I'm a changed person. Are you really a changed person, or you just saying that? No, you're just saying that to fool me. But you can't fool me because I see right through you because I pay attention to your behavior, not your words, because your words mean nothing to me. I don't care who you are. I watch your behavior. Your behavior tells me who you are, right? The type of characteristics you have, that's what I look at. Not if you tell me I'm a changed person. Yes, you could say that, but then your actions mean totally different.
she
Tough.
tried to change her life, but a tiger doesn't change their stripes. And so if a man thinks that you were back then he feels like that's just who you are. If you're a woman and you're not, because that's not who you are, then then you're not interested in just being with any man. You're interested in being with the man that you want or one man. And that is what is respectable. Now, Ayesha Curry seems like she missed out, and it's okay to seem like you missed out. I know a lot of guys have been married or with a girlfriend for a long time.
Bro, it's not even missed out. It's more of just like you have friends who live that life and they in your ears. You know, you need to experience more. Okay, you need to experience more. Okay. Yes, and you know you've been with him for like 20 years already. Oh my God, that's a long time. Girl, you need to have fun, girl. Are you serious? No, no, she been good the whole time. Tell you what, why all of a sudden she talking about that? No, because the friends been in her ear. No, you've been with him for too long, 15, 20 years already, girl. Oh my God, you have to go live life. You have kids now. You're getting older. You need to have some more fun. Let's go to the club. Let's take a trip. Go to wherever. Right? That's what I'm telling you. Like women poison women, and that's a bad thing. Like when you're not there, your girl, her friends, loading up poison in the head of what things she need to do. It's like true evilness, bro. It's evilness, and that's my thing. Is like what they do is they slowly try to transition your girl into who they want your girl to be. And that's what I'm telling you. If she don't have good friends, if she have whole friends, my boy, she gonna be a hoe eventually. And tell you what, you might not even realize until like you like deep into the relationship. But all you do is give it time because it will show eventually. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that, man. A lot of them is done out here for
Time
real.
and they felt like they missed out. And some people do not feel like they missed out. It just depends on the person. I had a biochemistry instructor in medical school. He was probably one of the brightest guys in Poland. He had every opportunity to leave the city that I was in and go to Germany or go to the UK and teach or even the States. And he said he was fine where he was. And this guy was a PhD medical doctor. He's one of the most brilliant lecturers I've ever seen in my life. Like when he walked in the door, I mean, you were just amazed at his knowledge. But that just wasn't him. He was not, and still isn't, interested in more for himself. And maybe that could be some people in relationships.
That's
But Ayesha
true.
Curry definitely was. And the reality is that if Ayesha Curry did go through her phase, Steph Curry would have never wanted her. That's the
That's what
reason.
it
The
is.
reason why he committed to her at such an early age is because she didn't go through a phase. If she had went through a phase like these women are suggesting, then she would have ended up like them, which
That's
was
what I'm
with
saying.
nobody
And
and broke. As
single.
the great economist Thomas Sowell once said, there are no solutions, only trade-offs.
Well, shit.
Again, there are no solutions, only trade-offs.
Yeah.
And once you understand,
And as a man, I don't, one thing I've come to realize, as a man, why do you want to sleep with another man's woman? Honestly, what kind of man are you? Honestly, like there's no honor in that. Why? Why would I want to slay another man's queen? For what reason? There's nothing in that for me. No, no, what I'm gonna do? No, don't try to give me no puss. Go to your man. Oh, bro, this is free pussy. No, you are the problem. No, I'm gonna shun her. No, go back to your man. If she's a single mom, go back to your man. Don't come over here. No, you send them back to their man. That's the thing. If more guys did that, then we wouldn't have such problems in society. Go back to your man. Don't come over here trying to sleep with me. Go back to him. Smoke it. But that's the end of the video. If you like the video, leave a comment. See you next.